What up, what up, what up, what up, y'all? What up, King of what? Michael Terrell, M Quick, Red Henny, Perlana. What up, y'all? Happy Friday afternoon to y'all. What y'all doing this weekend? I'm just chilling, man, working on Killer Martin. We got AC Baba Louie premiere tonight. Then we'll follow that up with Killer Martin. Then I'll move on to the graffiti one. Finally ran out of material. Finally got all this material out the way so I can move on to some new season 3 fire. So after Killer Martin, I got Mark Seven's graffiti, and then the Nipsey Hussle's Slauson Boys. In the meantime, and in between time, we got the KMV certified Mac heads, sweatshirts and tees. We got women's short sleeve shirts. We got the original KM logo hoodies, the classic hoodies, but those you have to pre-order those. If you want special sizes, you have to pre-order those. Special colors, you have to pre-order those. But it won't take long. The gear just flew off the hook. The first round of clothes just went so fast. Now you have to pre-order regardless. So good looking out if you went and purchased your Mac hoodie. They'll be coming out after the weekend. Okay, Perlana, me and Jimmy can go for it. That's a bit. I mean, the web address is on the screen, kmvclothing.bigcartel.com. You go there, you order your sizes and colors. I want a hoodie for my lady, getting my shirt next Friday, ordered a t-shirt a few days ago. So you ordered yours when they came out. You're one of the reasons why they went so fast, so good looking out. Well, we got another shipment on the way. And then we'll have another shipment on the way after that. So hopefully if you're coming out to Vegas in March, you already have your tees and your hoodies. This Terrell Brown, this is the original hoodie. This is the classic hoodie. So you have to pre-order these. But you could go on there, you could pick 4X, small, medium, large, whatever, and pick the color. This will be the royal blue. Yep, we're approaching 80,000 subscribers. Yep. Yep, got pretty colors for the ladies. We got several options for the women. Don't forget, we got other colors. I can't put them all on the website at this time. I have to upgrade. Once I upgrade, which I may do it today, I may not do it today, but once I upgrade, I can put all the colors on the website. Right now, it's as generic as possible, just to satisfy those that have been asking for KM hoodies and tees. Big U interview was dope. Now AC got her back with heat. Part two tonight is pretty good. I think you guys will want to see part two tonight. It's a premiere. You know, good shit. Good looking out for everybody that's ordering today and tonight. Appreciate it. But you definitely want to show up to Vegas with your KM gear so everybody know we together. So if one of y'all get punched out, we all can help you. We all can jump in. It's a movement. It's a team effort. We all together. We all one. So we don't want nobody getting smashed out here. I need a blue joint. I mean, they're on the website, bro. Care who you got, homie. I don't have nobody in the March Madness, man. I mean, you know, when it really gets down to it, once USC and UCLA is knocked out, it's always going to be like a Louisville or Kentucky or Kansas or Villanova, somebody like that. Michigan State. But I'm not on college basketball right now, man. I'm on these hoodies right now. What up, Kev? You should make booty shorts for the ladies with KMV video on the back. Summertime coming. Have a big booty model to parade around for you. AC is always a KMV favorite. Oh, a lot of people talking about AC's weight. I told you guys a couple of times, AC's been sick. AC has been real sick. He hasn't been able to hold no food down or none of that. So they found out he has some type of rare thing going on in his body that wasn't allowing him to hold food down. And he says he's all right now. He says he's good now and he's picking up weight and he's eating healthy. And so he'll be all right. Jay Wood, yeah, there's 4X on the website, bro. Go to the website, click on 4X, whatever color you're looking for. College basketball is actually fun, but really don't get fun until March. Well, I mean, if you order the right size, it won't fit too tight. I mean, they actually fit good. The tees seem to run a little big, or I lost more weight than I'm willing to believe. The tees around the collar, kind of, and the shoulder, seem like they run kind of big. But the hoodies fit perfect. These are the right size. And of course, I don't know about the women's shirts. I guess they run normal. Melly Mel, what's good with the champ? What's up, homie? KMV, what content is king? I actually tried to get some more content is king hoodies done, but I didn't like the way it looked. Those words just didn't fit right. Might have to do some cursive, small cursive or something. But March is almost here, y'all, so we got the KMV the game show, like The Price is Right, coming up pretty soon. I gotta figure out how I'm gonna get the music to play. But I got my man working on a soundtrack for us for the video, for the games. I'm actually thinking about auctioning these off, man. I love my Too Pretty Kenny. I created Corner Pocket in my mother's garage. This is the most classic shirt I got, man. I'm thinking about auctioning it off or raffling it off tonight. You know, it's the idea. Once I get my hand, get the Hennessy up in me, get my blood flowing, get rid of some of this shyness. But we'll see. Are you going to take another break here? You know I'm always take a break. When I feel like KM videos is not feeding y'all right, I'm always take a break. Baseball season, I'm always take a break. But whenever I feel like the views ain't up, the donations ain't up, I feel like it's time to take a break. Because if y'all not enjoying it, I'm not enjoying it. I only enjoy it when y'all enjoy it. So when it's not worth it to me, yeah, I'm going to take a break. When it's baseball season, yeah, I'm going to take a break. Those are just natural times I'm going to take a break. But you see, when everybody's tuning in, everybody watching, everybody's contributing, you see I ain't took no break. We on like a 90-day run, bro. Keep in mind, I have to travel to LA to even get the content for you. So this is continue content while traveling back and forth to LA. So look at it like that. I've been on the grind like 3 months straight, maybe 4 months straight. I guess about 4 months straight. I've been on the grind. 120 days. on the 30th. Ain't no 30th in February. So March 1st, it'd be like 120 days straight. Headed out to lunch. See your work. You have a blessed one too, Flower Bloom. Yeah, exactly. I just told you why. What's the purpose of the podcast and going live? I mean, it got to be beneficial to me. It's beneficial to y'all if y'all want to check in and ask questions and get updates and shit. I mean, got to be beneficial to me as well. Otherwise, I could be sitting here editing. Instead of going live, I could be editing Killer Martin right now. Which means, good looking out, G. G just sent me a cash app. Good looking out, G. Definitely about to go to the store with that. Um, but as soon as I get Killer Martin up, I can work on the graffiti Mark 7. I'm actually running behind on Mark 7s. Then hopefully we got soon this summer, soon to cap off the graffiti shit with his own interview. But the All Money In and Mark 7 is going to take a long time to edit because there's so many different people being interviewed that it's not nothing I could just put up and put together fast. It's going to take a lot of time. It's going to require a lot of time and a lot of editing for these two videos. That dude Munchie B that's on the latest street TV interview used to be most hated by the neighborhoods. Munchie B left a comment on the Big U interview. I don't know if y'all seen it. Munchie B said 60s is his worst enemy, but much respect to Big U and what Big U was doing. So that was big. Munchie B being younger and being a name that's been out there, that was big for him to leave that comment. You know, so we're seeing progress with this Crippin' Blood, violence, and respect, and you know, cutting down the hatred and computer banging, internet banging, and all that type of stuff. Big Miz didn't show up last time. He had car problems. Last time I was in LA, I called Miz. We set up an interview. His car didn't act right. He never showed up. So that's where we at with Big Miz. At this rate, you'll see Big Miz on some of the other channels. I mean, everybody you've seen on KMV's popping up on other channels, so don't worry about it. You get a Big Miz one way or the other pretty soon, so don't even trip. Kev, where's the link to the website? The link is up under the ladies' shirts. kmvclothing.bigcartel.com. It's also in my profile on Instagram. And if you follow me on Twitter, it was posted on Twitter as well. Info Mine, man, I did that interview before Cutes, man. So sometimes great things take a while to put together. So we'll see how it come out. Hopefully it come out as well as you guys expect. I really don't know what to expect because I don't even remember what questions I was asked or what answers I gave. I don't know who Roddy Ricch is, bro. Sound like a wrestler to me. Okay, Perlana, good looking out. Heavenly Hughes, what's up? My Tribe Rise. We got Killer Martin coming up with the My Tribe Rise shirt on. So that'll be a good look for y'all. Yeah, Big U. Big U was like Rockhead, but damn, I think Rockhead took what, like 5 or 6 segments to get around to the positive stuff. Big U took 10 to get to the positive stuff. But Big U having the kids right there, the visuals, and hearing the kids articulate what they wanted to say from their own mouth, that was big. That was some new shit. We haven't seen that done before. That was real big. So it lets you guys see, what his office looks like and what it's really about. So good looking out, heavily appreciated. He's a Compton rapper from Jordan. Shout out to the brother from Jordan. Like I said, I don't go around looking on YouTube. I don't go around looking at movies. And I just don't listen to a lot of music because a lot of music's trash. Like I say, when you get 50 and older, that shit sound like noise. That shit don't sound like Rapper's Delight or The Message or even like a Run DMC or LL Cool J, Kool Moe Dee. It just sound like a bunch of noise. Sound like a bunch of screaming, a bunch of altering the voice, bad beats, just loud music, screaming. I can't take it, bro. And it's nothing directed at every single rapper, but for the most part, all the shit I hear and the shit people be sending me, that's my perception. That's how I feel. Remember, like I don't know how old some of you guys are, but remember when you was younger and your parents be like, turn that shit down. Turn that shit. Now I understand what to turn that shit down mean. That shit sound like trash when you get 50 and up. But I just don't search YouTube and all that. I go over this all the time. So it's a lot of things, a lot of people that I'm unaware of. It's just not my thing. And while you brought up music, yeah, I'm an old man. I'm an old man anytime you putting on some music that just sound like trash and people yelling and screaming and just rapping about nothing. I mean, sorry, no disrespect to the rappers, like I said. As the music go, I'm actually talking to a promoter about doing a KM Video concert. And so I got a couple of names in mind, but I don't want to put all the names out there. And of course, we're gonna need some young artists that people like. So maybe the dude from Watts would be perfect for that. You know what I'm saying? We definitely need some youngsters, maybe some singers, but I didn't know who Pop Smoke was either. I think I first heard of Pop Smoke a week before he was killed. And at that time, didn't know what he looked like, didn't know nothing about him. And then once it hit the news, I see a lot of people talking about him, seeing his pictures and videos popping up. I don't know. I don't know if I knew his pops. I may have, I may not have. Had a debate with a cat from Oklahoma. Said they got 57 Hoovers out there that came from the land. I say it's an Oklahoma set. He say it was out there and it didn't last long. Bro, it's me, bro. Good looking out, man. Twos and fews beat a bunch of ones and nuns. That's for sure. March is here. March Madness about to begin. Ain't that crazy? Why your boy S-Mac exposed Big Cass like that? I don't know, bro. Baby Smack got his own mind, his own questions, and his own agendas. Me, I can care less about anybody being a real gang member, a fake gang member, an industry gang member. I mean, it don't mean much to me, but I'm under the assumption that he asked that question for you guys, since you guys are always asking that question. I'm like this, like I already told you guys, if a person ain't known, his reputation ain't known at 50, it's really irrelevant for the good or the bad. I mean, at that point, it's time to concentrate on business and family, money, bank account, property, you know, friends, family, friendships, relationships, parlay bets all day. Boy, it's hard to hit a parlay in March, that's for sure. Jason Williams, good looking out. When did the apple has turned into brims, Kev? I believe, what, 70, 71, 70, something like that. False flaggers should be exposed. Too many people that lost their lives and threw it away. Prison to be faking with. Yeah, we need somebody to expose them. Maybe that'll be your lane. Maybe you can open up some type of platform where you expose the fakes. I mean, that would be interesting. You gotta figure if it's about exposing people. I just had this conversation last night. If it's about exposing people, you know how many athletes could be exposed for rape or you know using drugs. You know how many OGs and double OGs can be exposed for homosexuality. Do you know how many homeboys could be exposed for snitching? I mean, you'll never get tired of exposing people once you start doing that. And what I learned since social media, I learned that it's unpopular to go against snitches. It's unpopular to go against a rat. People will step up more for a rat than a righteous person. And that's just the reality of the times we living in today. So for me, it does me no good to be exposing somebody or airing out somebody's dirty laundry. And that's just for me personally. Like I said, if that's something you guys like to do, start a platform. I'm sure you'll get some people to follow behind you and see who you exposing. But be a lot of exposing to do, man. You can't just stop it exposing a fake. You gotta expose the dropouts, the rats, the homosexuals, and everything else. But anyway, Heavenly Hughes, good looking out, appreciate it. PK Losa, M Quick, McMullen, Trey 57, good looking out. Clap to S Mac for putting that imposter on blast. Too for real, almost right, but I'm just quoting face. K Rano is so advanced, you're down there. Well, I mean, again, at James, again, there's a lot of rats getting money. There's a lot of rats getting money. I once did an article. I did an article in All Hood Publication magazine a long time ago that in a slick way I was saying that a lot of drug dealers are rats. You know what I mean? You get pulled over, all right, you having life your way, right? You got money, you got jewelry, you got cars, you got a house, and you got a bunch of women. You get pulled over, you get caught with some work, and you know you caught. You can't get a lawyer and bail your way out of this one because you already been caught once or twice before. You're not ready to get that up. Most dudes are not ready to get that up. So most dudes is gonna start working with them. You feel me? So they can get either a lighter sentence or no sentence at all because they don't want to get that up. They live to get all that. They live to attain all that. To throw all that away goes against what they stand for. You know, their loyalty is to the money, or in some cases, the loyalty is to the women. It's to the lifestyle, the player lifestyle. It's not about codes and morals. They don't care about that. And to prove my case, you know, because I know it's some naysayers, some haters, some trolls out there. But just to prove my case, when 6ix9ine started telling, "Hey, Lady Little Country, did you guys see all the comments on YouTube and on Instagram about they would have did the same thing?" And not only did they say they would have did the same thing, you had a whole bunch of people saying, "Would nobody do time for somebody else? Would nobody do time for somebody who was trying to kill him?" I'm like, whoa, that's a bunch of bullshit, because from my era and above my era, there were a lot of people that did time for murders that they didn't even commit. There's a lot of people like myself that was looking at 3 strikes and they wanted a name to let me go, and I wouldn't give them a name. There's a lot of people out there like that, you know what I mean? So when I see these youngsters, these new wave people on the internet talking about they would tell too, I mean, that's the proof to me. That's all the proof in the pudding to me. Lady Little Country, what's up? I'll be sending your shirt out after the weekend. I mean, it's a lot of dudes that did life sentences, bro. 25, 30, 35 years for something they didn't do, but they wouldn't tell. Those are stand-up men. Superhead give incredible dome. Where did that come from? Like it is now, and it wasn't as rampant as it is now. You got to remember, no matter how old you are, people can still go back into your criminal file. So if you snitch back then, it's still in your criminal file. It's still in your case record. It's still public record. So again, I mean, you can spin it however you want. You can make it a generational thing. You can make it a forever thing. But again, I know a lot of people that did life sentences or faced life sentences and didn't tell. Period. You can't take that away from them. Perlana, good looking out. James Jean, good looking out. Yep, for sure, for sure, for sure. Like I said, tonight we got AC Babalouie on the premiere. That'll be followed up by Killer Martin, the return of Killer Martin. Then we'll get a bunch of slowing down because it's going to be so strenuous during Mark 7 and the Nipsey video. I can't hear you. Just letting you know, I'm on my way to Corpus Christi to bury Little Country's mom. Wow. My condolences. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, drive safe, you know. Watch the road. I didn't see the Malcolm X documentary. I was told by several people it was a great documentary. Then one of the homies called me and told me the documentary was actually trash. The only thing good about it was he learned about Philadelphia. Other than that, I don't know. You know, different people have different perspectives. Different people have different understanding and education on Malcolm X. So some things may look good to one person, may not look good to a person that wasn't aware of the Malcolm X incidents. But I haven't seen it yet. No, I haven't had a chance to check it out yet. Mr. Russell, good looking out. And that's my whole point. I figured a lot of the stuff in the Malcolm X documentary was stuff we already knew. But like I said, the homie that didn't like it said the only thing he learned was about Philadelphia. Outside of that, he thought it was trash. But everybody else I spoke to said it was real good. So I plan on checking it out. What up, Matthew? Y'all see Kev with the blue crib down on his AC Motors interview last night. Oh no, man, it's just I ain't got nothing to do with crippin', man. It's just matching. John was an agent. I gotta see who John and them are because we already knew about the agents. The infiltration and everything. Nothing in the dock took place in Philly. Well, that's what the homie told me. So I don't know what the homie was talking about there. Gotta watch the Godfather of Harlem series, Kev, about Bumpy. Deezy does it. What y'all talking about Weinstein for, man? It was Newark, not Philly. Maybe he made a mistake. I'll have to call him and mention it to him. Weinstein gonna be dead if he get any amount of time, bro. Do you see how much he aged just from walking into the courtroom the first time, smiling and happy, and until the end? Like him and Bill Cosby aged just during trial. Like they got older just facing trial. Think he really had a heart attack, or you think he was faking? To be honest with you, I don't know how many people gonna show up in Vegas. You know, the original count we figured would be 70 people. Some people I found out won't make it, but then there's other people that say they are gonna come. Just about everybody on the platform said they was coming, so I mean that's a lot of people. And I didn't even tell everybody about it. Because if they're not a maniac or a Machead, then I don't need to tell them. But I don't know. To be honest, I don't know. I don't know how many people want to meet these people. I don't know. All right, all right. I hope to see you there, Jay. Lady Little Country ain't coming. They say Bill running the prison. Bill running the yard on. So Cal, good looking out for the Domos and the Lokes. Little Texas boy, good looking out. Wow, oh my God. Are we gonna really talk about Wilder? Like, that's old news. Like, who's talking about what happened last week? Wilder got punished, man. Absolutely embarrassing. He got punished. Absolutely got punished. Gained too much weight. Which I wanna mention this to y'all too. I'm not saying that I agree with Big U. I'm not saying I'm riding with Big U on this, but when Big U says something about the midgets, talk about people 5'11", 5'10", and he mentioned that he's 6'3", and he talked about fighting, I seen people in the comments going crazy, talking about height don't mean nothing. Height don't mean this, height don't mean that. A little man, a short man can knock a big man out. All this old stuff, right? And then somebody says, look at Mike Tyson. And somebody else says, Mike Tyson was a champ. Well, who did Mike Tyson lose to? He lost to a much taller Buster Douglas and a much taller Evander Holyfield. If you're going to call somebody out and try to correct them, at least use a better example. How could you use a Mike Tyson as an example? Yeah, Mike Tyson was punishing people, but he lost to two guys that was Big U's height. So that was a poor example. Very poor example. You know, tall people usually have little nigga a knife. To do with the knife is probably gonna win, cause too much target space on a big man. So them little dudes, like you see them Serranos going at it, boy, it be the littlest one. It be the 5'7" Serrano or 5'8" Paisa going after 6'2", 6'3" black dude. The black dude don't knock him out, he gonna get stuck a few times. Believe that. Big Slam Capone, what's up, homeboy, with that Queen Street light? I never said 5'11" was a midget. I'm saying that's what Big U was saying. But, I mean, I'm not 6'3", so I don't know what a midget is to 6'3". And I think you guys really, truthfully, I mean, let's just keep it real. Y'all really was just nitpicking because you know he didn't really mean midget like the little girl in the Nutty Block interview, right? He didn't mean like no 2 foot 10 inch woman. You know he didn't mean that, right? He was just putting a little bit of extras on it. You know, like everybody do. Everybody put extras in their conversation and their story, bro. Well, the story ain't gonna be good. Deezy does it. Good looking out. Wow, Deezy. Excuse me. Whoop. Big Slam come with the whoop. It's the hit, and the hit you can take comes to fighting. The more you can take, the better off you're gonna be. Of course. Well, you know, people don't realize wind has a lot to do with it too. If you got stamina, you know, that stamina is always a good thing too. My man said 5'7" for a Paisa is tall. I know you didn't say that, bro. I got homie. Oh, and I can work them. I mean, you know, I'm sure you could probably work somebody like Keith Claus. Like Keith Claus probably like 7'2", 125 pounds. Like all you gotta do is push Keith Claus with your finger. Like Keith Claus will fall. Like Keith Claus couldn't even be around Shaq. Shaq would just push Keith Claus off into the 7th row or some shit. But no, but on some real talk, you probably could, homie. I mean, some people fight better than others. Some people can't fight at all. Some people have no defense. Some people have no stamina, bro. But I know one thing: it's gonna be hard for somebody 5'9" to actually knock somebody 6'3" or 6'4" out. How the hell you gonna hit him in the jaw, the temple, or anywhere, the chin? You gotta jump up to hit him in his fucking chin. You jump up and that nigga leg kick you and your ass is on the ground. He stump your ass out. But I mean, Keep Kloss the homie. I like to clown with Keep Kloss, man. Keep Kloss a funny dude, man. Plus once he started the jokes, well, actually he didn't start it. But once he started talking about he played in the NBA, go look at his stats, and I looked at his stats, that was the can of worms that opened it up for the jokes. So, we joke back and forth. He talk about he'd throw my shit. Baby Crazo could throw my shit. Man, I got a set shot like John Paxson or John Stockton. Anybody could slap my shit. Matter of fact, did y'all see Caruso swat Alonzo Ball? See, if you a Ball fan, this is why I say you ain't shit if you a Ball fan. Caruso swatting your shit, and then to add insult to injury, he went to the other end of the floor, and juked him and got a layup and scored on him. Best move the Lakers made in years was getting rid of Ball. Excellent decision to get rid of Ball. Caruso? Like, for real? You gonna let Caruso swat your shit? Like on some all Ball type shit? Then come down and score on you? Nigga, you know how many Caruso fans there are now? I got a phone call from my childhood friend that said he loved Caruso. I had a homegirl say she loved Caruso. I'm like, fuck, like 2 people love Caruso now. Imagine how many other Laker fans, especially little white kids that love Caruso now. Like, he swatted Alonzo Ball and went down and scored on him. Like, Ball, you ain't shit. Like, Ball, you's a piece of shit. Caruso nice, but come on, man. You getting swatted by Caruso all Ball. Come on, man. That ain't no normal shit. Let me tell you how abnormal it is. It was so abnormal that when the Lakers played Golden State last night, as soon as the game came on, what did they show you? They showed you Caruso swatting Lonzo Ball. Lonzo Ball's not playing. Lonzo Ball's not playing. Caruso wasn't on the court. That's how abnormal that shit was. That TNT just had to show it for ratings and views. Keith Lee, what up, Keith? I'm from New York. When I went to South Central, it looked like a middle-class neighborhood. Why do you think middle-class kids became gangbangers? That's a good question. It's kind of hard for me to answer. I'm sure if you ask 10 people, you might get 10 different answers. But, I mean, the glorification of it, being cool, like, back in the days, there was a lot of bullies. Nobody wanted to be a bully. I mean, nobody wanted to be bullied. Everybody wanted to have all the women. The gangbangers had the women. Gangbangers were outcasts. Like, if you wanted to get in some trouble, you wasn't going to get in trouble with the square kids and shit, So it wasn't necessarily about poverty. It was the fact that in that middle class looking area, there's a lot of single mothers, especially wherever there were apartments, especially when Section 8 came around. So, I mean, you had no man in the household, especially now. You don't have men in the household, and you want to be a man, you want to get outside, you want to fuck up, you want the women, you want the money during the crack era, you want the clothes, you want the cars, you want the jewelry, the jerry curls and perms, the women, and you just wasn't going to get all that being a square. So I think that got a lot to do with it. But in the long run, the squares, most of them really won. They took their time, got either education or a career, and they can retire in 25 years or 30 years, whereas some of us went to prison for 25 or 30 years. We parole with nothing but some knowledge. We get out, and them dudes at home kicking it. They got property and second incomes and shit now. So, I mean, that's the best way I can answer it, bro. East Coast and South Hoods, environment, peer pressure, economic. It's not always economics though. I got friends that mamas was well off and they still was. See, that's what I'm saying. To me, that's all a personal experience or a European media stigma. Because I know people that have money. Look at the Mansfields. Look at the Playboy gangsters. Look at the Marvin gangsters. The 111s, 11.5s. A lot of people's parents have money. You feel me? So, I don't necessarily blame things on economics. And then, like, what does my house and my grass and my mother's job got to do with what I'm doing in the street? Like, that don't make me no less harder than a motherfucker in a project with no car and no grass and hanging their clothes up on a clothesline. They don't make that person no harder or no tougher. It's the culture that we gravitate towards, the fun, excitement, the camaraderie. Kev, do you know who gave the call for the Hoovers to split with Crip? I mean, there's a couple of different names that come up. I'm not going to put their name out there. I'm sure somebody in the comments will. Somebody said property is more available in LA. Property in LA is sky high. Once you start going to the south and even like Las Vegas is nothing but a dry desert, a ghetto now. But once you leave LA, you find out property is cheap as a motherfucker unless you start going up north. You start going up north and northwest, property go up, but man, LA is high as a motherfucker. Old property too. That shit was built in the 30s, 40s, and 50s. Been through a dozen earthquakes. D Smoke didn't get at me. He didn't holler at me. He didn't holler at Too Pretty Kenny. And from my understanding, there is a lawsuit being filed on D Smoke, but it ain't by me, and I don't want nothing to do with it. But that's my understanding. A lawyer reached out to somebody about that. Yep, yep, for sure, man. Midwest is cheap as fuck. Yeah, the Midwest. I mean, you know why though? I mean, it got poverty written all over it in a lot of those communities in the Midwest. I mean, frankly put, like I was trying to have this conversation with Fitzgerald. The city, big cities, is where all the action's at. You know, some people want to be around the action. Some people want to be part of the action. But then you got people in the South that's cool with just being around big trees and open roads and open carry and just sit on the porch and drink a beer and get bit by mosquitoes and shit. So it's a difference. And so obviously shit's gonna be more costly where everybody's trying to be at because the property is in more demand. The food is in more demand. But I mean, where it's laid back and slower, it's gonna be cheaper. My auntie pad in Inglewood was worth $450 in 2014. I don't know why people keep asking about the Bible crypts, man. So we on for the night, y'all. I'm gonna go to the store and get me something to drink and come back and chill with y'all tonight. Some jokes and some laughs. I know a couple people that sold their house in Windsor Hills for around $895 as well. Asiatic Supreme. How you lose all that weight? I didn't lose a lot of weight. I think I lost 12 pounds, bro. Just stop drinking soda and walking. That's about it. And eating less food. The same amount of meals, but less food, and laid off McDonald's. Laying off the sodas and McDonald's and walking. So who we got less? Smoking weed? I don't, man. I probably smoke weed twice a year, and that's probably like the max, twice a year. I don't smoke weed. It don't really do nothing for me, but when I get to drinking and socializing and smoke some weed, it does have an effect on me. But if it's not that, it's like it don't have an effect on me. It's like weed ain't shit. Like drugs don't do nothing for me. I don't even like to take prescription pills. I just go ahead and take the pain, like until the arthritis fucked my shoulder up. Then I had to take some pain pills and shit. I feel AC and Puddin wasn't getting along back then. Never really speak on them. AC and Puddin was tight. You guys got to learn a few things, man. Everybody's not gonna speak on everybody in that top light, that fashion, that utmost respect type thing, man. Different people have different beliefs and different philosophies on life and morals and integrity and codes and of ethic and all that type of shit. I don't know how you don't. When I'm Cali, I was eating edibles for breakfast. I mean, that's cool for you, bro. That shit don't do nothing for me, man. I'll probably go live about maybe 8 o'clock Pacific Coast time. Come on back. What time? Probably 8 o'clock, man. Probably 8 o'clock. Yeah, so I gotta check. He said, do an edible. Nah, I'm cool, man. I've ate edibles. I ate the Rice Krispies. And boy, that shit had my stomach messed up, boy. I was high as fuck too, but I high with a stomach ache. Never again. You'll never catch me eating no edible Rice Krispie with no weed laced in it. I didn't like how AC put his homeboy on blast, the dude with the hat. I didn't like how AC put his homeboy on blast, the dude with the hat. I'm lost, I don't remember. Alright, for sure. I'll see you tonight. I don't know what you're talking about, bro. That's all. I just don't remember AC throwing nobody under the bus. I don't remember. That's all. Children think he's talking about Brand B. Oh, Brand B. Brand B. He threw Brand B under the bus? I'm lost. I'm totally lost, bro. Like, absolutely lost. I gotta think of a new pattern to come with tonight, man. Or I'll just go to the regular StreamYard where you guys can, I can post your comments and you guys can come join me. But y'all don't ever join me, so it's like, what the fuck? Like, might as well come right here. Fitzgerald laid some vocals. He laid the hook for a Cam song, man. Salute to KMV from the Seven Falls. Is that supposed to be like KMV? Good looking out, Seven Falls. Coochie, 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 coochie. Loco. We'll get answers tonight, Kev, about him and Puddin'. My girl gonna be mad at me. But we're in LA. Giacomo spoke on it in an interview, so he had no choice but to address it on videos. Have you, Stan? What up, Stan? I was just thinking about your ass too, man. What up, Stan? What you on your split, homie? You on that split? Man, matter of fact, you might know Big Slim Capone from Queen Street, man. Last I know, he was a bus driver. I don't think he retired. Y'all probably know each other, man. Kev, did you buy 2 sets of boxing gloves for March 20th? 99% sure. No, man. If I do some boxing, I'm gonna need some motherfucking a steel mouthpiece. I'm gonna have to get a mouthpiece that when you hit it, it don't bend or none of that shit, man. Cause my teeth, y'all gonna be counting teeth flying all over the room and shit. So no, I didn't get the boxing glove, at least not yet. I'm gonna have to go get my signed Muhammad Ali boxing gloves. Y'all know where I could go steal a pair at? But I don't know, man. I'm gonna have Big U with me, man. So if anybody want to take a fade with me, you know, Big U would take my fade, man. I'm gonna point y'all to Big U, so y'all can see what that 6'3", 6'4", mixed martial arts, street fighting, county jail fighting is like, man. Big Slim, you on your split too? Y'all might be at the same school, man. Y'all might be at the same motherfucking school, man. Who you got on March Madness? I went over that already. If it ain't UCLA or USC, you know, it's always UCLA first in basketball. But them and USC usually get knocked out, so then I start looking for one of the big schools. I usually don't roll with Duke or Gonzaga. I'm more of a Villanova, Kansas type of person, man. But I'm not betting on it right now, so I don't have any team in this year's finals, bro. I'm not even filling out no bracket this year because I haven't been watching it. Big versus the bully. Who you putting your money on, Kev Mac? First of all, if Big U and the bully was to fight, then me and Too Pretty Kenny gonna have to fight. So the bully and Too Pretty Kenny against me and Big U, I'm gonna go with me and Big U. I'm gonna go with the tag team of Kev Mac and Big U. How about that? If the bully was still alive, man, the bully was older than Raymond Washington, man. He was Raymond Washington age. Like, he born like 52 or 53. He was way older than Too Pretty Kenny and them. That's why Too Pretty Kenny and them thought he was the greatest fighter ever. Because anytime you got a dude 3, 4, 5, 6 years older than you, he gonna be a bully to you too. Shit. He gonna have hands, he gonna have the smarts, he gonna have the strength, he gonna have all that. But see, one thing I learned, let me tell y'all this real quick. This is some real shit. And y'all can apply it to your life or whatever, or to this gang history. Too Pretty Kenny say he taking bully. Too Pretty Kenny knees ain't gonna hold up, man. So look, here go the thing about bully. And this goes for everybody. Something that I learned. I learned from listening to Big U, from Frog, from Rockhead, from all these dudes. They didn't know how old each other was back in the day. They just automatically assumed somebody was their age. Or in some cases, they thought somebody was 8, 9 years older than them. So these dudes didn't know each other's age like my generation, my crew, my homies. We know each other's age. They didn't know each other's age. Like when Big U said Miz was way older than them, Miz was like 2.5 years older than Big U. When Too Pretty Kenny and them thought Bully was their age, Bully was 4 years older than Too Pretty Kenny. So these dudes, when you 15 and a nigga done already got 2 years in as an adult, he gonna whoop your motherfucking ass. Just like Raymond Washington. Like, you get all these dudes and talk about Raymond Washington was a bully. Raymond Washington was punking fool. Raymond had them dudes about 5 years. These dudes is 4 or 5 years under Raymond Washington. And then you get the dudes that's 2 and 3 years under Raymond Washington to try to say Raymond Washington wasn't all that. Nigga, you wasn't finna fight Raymond Washington when you was 15 years old. Nigga, Raymond Washington was 18, 19 years old. You was not finna see him. Just like the Raymond Washington versus Craig Munson situation. You know what I mean? And so, Craig Munson had Raymond Washington by some years. So, I just wanted to put that in perspective for y'all. Like, these older dudes, they don't know how old niggas are. They don't remember or wasn't paying attention back then. And then you keep in mind, some of these dudes was uneducated. They don't know math. If you put 1 + 1 in front of them and told them it was 2, they wouldn't know what the fuck the answer was. So you got to take all that into consideration. Me and my homie Smack, we know these dudes' age because we looking it up. We looking up their birth certificates. We looking up their cases. And we see the age difference. And we like, oh, no wonder why Bully was running them niggas. No wonder why Raymond was punking them niggas. Because they was a lot older. And then, like, remember Cutes? Remember Cutes was like thinking him and Jamel was the same age. Because Jamel was still in high school. Jamel had Cutes about 2 years. Or 3. I don't remember. 2 or 3 years. Jamel was 2 or 3 years older than Cutes. That's why when Cutes didn't want to pill out and said, I'll go get my brother to pill out on you. I'll go get Tookie to pill out on you. He had to get somebody older. Just think about it. Just think about that. Them dudes didn't know each other's age, so. Yep, so that's that. Q said he was a baby outlaw in 1962 or some shit. Yeah, it's 1962. Q was a baby outlaw. I'm like, man, that's 5 years old. Like, could you imagine walking off your front porch, going to kindergarten, talking about outlaw blood, baby outlaw blood? Nigga, a third grader will knock your block off. It'll be like Rock'em Sock'em Part 2. Nigga hit you in your chin, your shit going way up through the roof and shit. Slam Capone on that ass. What up, champ? Purvis Patterson, rest in peace, man. Put Bully on the top. No Big James, Tookie, and Raymond. Big Ship the Giant. I saw Jamel in Jersey last year. He's still a big old dude. KMV, that is true. Raymond Washington took my cousin leather coat, and he was way older than me. Yeah, Raymond had you about 3 years. And so that's what I'm saying. When you young, when you like 15 years old, motherfucker ain't trying to see no 18-year-old. Some dudes would. I mean, I know a couple dudes 15 that's gonna squabble an 18-year-old, but not a lot of dudes. Cause you can have the heart. You can have the heart to squabble with somebody bigger or older, but the physical strength and the mentality, if you're not trained or if you haven't had a lot of fights, it just don't add up. But especially if a guy's big and got muscles and firm and shit. Okay, so Info Minds hit me up. So I want to thank everybody that super chat. Good looking out, Stan the man. Thanks for everybody that ordered clothing, Perlana, and others. I will be back on tonight. Come back on tonight. Save your super chats tonight. I'm just coming on to clown. Because I missed 2 super chats. I missed 2 lives. I missed Friday and I missed Monday. I had to send my brother off on Friday. On Monday, I wanted some rest, some relaxation before I got back to work. And now I'm back, so I'm going to make up for those last 2 lives that I missed. One of the most underrated people that's been on KMV, he also was on Street TV, is Triple OG Bounty Hunter Frog. Frog has lots of information. Frog didn't even scratch the surface between KMV and Street TV. He didn't even give us probably but like a fifth of what he could give us. Frog got a lot of information. Frog is very underrated and Frog can be useful. You see Frog commenting in the comment section sometimes. Frog is biased though. I'm gonna keep it 100. I don't care what Frog say. We could argue, debate it, or we could leave it alone. But Frog is biased. Frog has his biases. And then I tripped out when Frog moved. Frog left in a comment about bounty hunters wearing red, 75 and all that. Now he done backtrack because Frog was saying 73. Now he's saying 75. But no matter what people's recollection is of blood, it does not appear in the newspaper. All the gang violence, all these gang wars, people being arrested, It does not say blood that early in the newspapers. And so that's why I always ask the question. If it had appeared in newspapers earlier, it wouldn't even be a question for me and Baby Smack. But because it's not in newspapers and it's not in those court cases, that's why I always ask the question. Just trying to figure out what hoods became Bloods first. What hoods added blood onto their title first in the beginning, because that's when you'll see when the blood movement really took place, whether it's on the street or in prison. But AC definitely gives us some idea of how and when it formed. With that said, I'm out of here, y'all. See y'all tonight. Thanks for checking in. Thanks for the comments. Do not forget AC Baba Louie tonight. He speaks on pudding and tam and bartender and Nikki Dawson. He talks about the East Side being all Bloods except for the Willow Street Crips, Killer Wayne from Santana Block. He doesn't even mention Oaks Park being Crips. After that, we'll have Killer Martin, and then it's going to be strenuous getting the rest together. But I'll be with y'all. Maniacs, Mac Hears, I'm out of here. Peace. Thanks for the super chats.